Okay, this will be an interesting one. It's actually quite boring, to be quite honest. It's a boring piece, but we're going to see if we can make it look good. Don't know how big. Oh, actually, we should be able to work out how big this one is. Just go here. 100. I don't think it's going to be that. It's going to be either 200 or 300 something percent. I think this one would look good as a negative, to be quite honest. Come on, just having trouble pressing the button. Going magenta, hopefully that'll look good. Going here. Going there with the hue. Actually, what are we doing? We can't use red with copy density. We've got brightness still lit, but red, we can't use copy density. Which way are we going? This will be an interesting one if we can make this one come up a treat. It's actually something that fell out of a Snooty magazine. It's a bit of advertising shit. Chatswood Dental Centre. Yeah, dental care is getting too expensive for people like myself. I don't know whether you can still get your teeth checked or whatever. I had them checked, fortunately, when I was in hospital a while back. So I'm really glad that they had it looked at and my teeth were just fine. So that was really good to hear, and I do brush my teeth regularly, so yeah, it wouldn't be good if I didn't. So let's see how we've made this look. But yeah, I just hope my teeth stay intact until I at least get married. I'm not a gold digger. I do love somebody, and he happens to have a lot of money, but I'm not interested in gold digging him. In fact, I want to contribute to his business. Like, he runs a photocopier dealership, and basically I want to help him out with his business, and that is to do things like rebuilding old photocopiers for charity. Like, I don't expect to be paid for my services rendered. This looks interesting. I wonder if it really looks good. But basically, I'm not interested in gold digging him. I love him too much. Luigi is my only true friend and my only true love, and I'm not interested in him for the money. The money is important because that's just part of who he is. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to describe what I'm saying because I sort of think if a person has this or a person doesn't have this or has that, I sort of feel it's like part of the package. Like, certain, you know, so Luigi is the way that he is for a reason. Like, and basically, even though there are things about Luigi that a lot of people would consider negative, I just see it as part of him. I just see it as part of who he is, and that he wouldn't be Luigi if he wasn't like that. So it's like the person is the way a person is for a good reason, and you can't change that. You know, a person like I'm the way that I'm. If I wasn't, say for example, into photocopiers, I wouldn't be me. There's no person like me who doesn't like photocopiers. I am it, and I like photocopiers. It's part of who I am, and I accept it's a part of who I am, and I've learned to embrace it over time. Now that looks really cool. So basically, I wouldn't be who I am if I hated photocopiers. So that's just an example of what I'm telling you folks. I wouldn't be me if I didn't like photocopies. Now, what am I doing? I'm not throwing that on the recycle pile. I'm just going to get this and use this as an intermediate master copy. I think we're going to do it that way. But basically, I wouldn't be me if I wasn't doing what I'm doing. It's like everyone's life is mapped out. Everyone has a unique talent or a unique characteristic that must be explored, that must be nurtured. Not enough people are nurturing who they are, and they're putting on masks and trying to be different people just for the sake of other people or for the sake of whatever. It's just, now what am I doing? I've already got that selected. So basically, I am who I am, and this is what I do. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't do this. There's no such thing as a Daria Andre Huddy who hates photocopiers. It's me, so I have to accept it and embrace it. So Luigi's the way that he is. He makes a lot of money with photocopiers, and like me, he loves photocopiers, and there's no Luigi without photocopiers, or this particular Luigi. So people have got to learn to find out who they are and what they're supposed to be doing on this planet Earth before they die. What's the bucket list that you got? You know, what sort of bucket list do you have? And that's the thing, I've got to learn. I've been learning that I've got to do things for other people, not just myself or just Luigi. Well, I wasn't thinking of doing things just for Luigi, but I mean, just using that as an example, that the world is a lot bigger than just Luigi and I. We have to do things to make the world a happier place. And I just want people to know that when they have dreams and desires, they got to make sure that they're not just for themselves or their immediate family. They've got to basically have a globalized vision. And that's one of the things I'm doing, is rebuilding photocopiers and not getting paid by Luigi's company. I'm doing it for free, so that but non-government organisations or NGOs and other charities who don't have much money to splash around can get a photocopier that they can afford outright. In fact, given to them for free, and then all they have to pay for is the service agreement to keep the machine running. So basically they just pay for the copies they make. So that takes a huge burden off these little concerns that want to make a difference in the world. And basically they need a photocopier to publish flyers and booklets and all sorts of stuff. You know, photocopier is an essential tool in an office or in a NGO or a charity. So you got to basically, so that's my contribution for now, is to rebuild photocopiers for nothing. I've done that as a job in the past, a long time ago, but now I just want to do it as my contribution to society, to make myself useful. And basically that's what I want to do, and Luigi will be happy to have me on board doing that. So, and also with Luigi, I want to help him around the house. I'm not going to be just sitting on my ass doing nothing while he cooks, while he cleans and shops. We're going to basically work together as a team. That's how I see it. I don't want to just leave it up to him, and that's what a gold digger would typically do, from what I can tell. They just let the man do it all for themselves. It's not fair. And I love Luigi too much. I must admit, I do feel insecure having disabilities and being low on the socio-economic ladder. I sort of do feel that people might think I'm a gold digger. I must confess I have this insecurity. This classism that's been going on with the rich people has really driven down part of my self-esteem. So, but I'm telling you, I'm not a gold digger. I want to love him forever. I love him as he is. I love him as Luigi. He's in what he has, and I know he loves me back. So he loved me before I loved him. So there's a bit of history there. He loved me decades before I loved him, almost 2 decades before I loved him. So basically he's loved me for a long time, but he just didn't want to chase after me and he just wanted me to do the chasing. If he's that good, he's probably thinking, well, she'll come after me. So he was very patient, waiting for me, and I found him, and I'm going to marry him soon. So I got to go.